arrogance, narcissism, all that good stuff. So what is it that stops so many white people from wanting to change their hearts in regards to race and wanting to see the reality and come out of denial? What is it that keeps us stuck right there in that comfortable position of untruth? Well, I think part of it is fear. Another part of it is greed. Greed in that we don't want to lose dominance. We don't want to lose power. We don't want to lose privileges. We don't want to lose benefits that the system of white supremacy has created here in America for white people. We don't want to lose none of it. We're scared. We're scared of black retribution. We're scared of black vengeance. We're scared shitless, and we always have been. Since day one, we put our hands on black people. Grabbed them, snatched them up, put them on a boat, and made them our own fucking personal slaves and assistants for no pay. We did all that. You goddamn right, we're scared. We're scared of losing what we got. We're scared of losing our positions. And scared of that retribution, scared of that black vengeance. And then we project, then we pretend and project that black people are as racist as white people. Who the fuck ever taught a black person black supremacy? The first thing a fucking black person learns is why it's wrong to be a supremacist. They deal with that shit their whole fucking life. Why the fuck would they want them to act supreme? I ain't never heard a black person go around acting superior because of the color of their skin. If anything, they do the opposite. It's white people that are taught. I ain't saying black people can't hate. I ain't saying black people can't be angry. But hell, if they do hate, it's a hate that hate produced. It's a anger that anger produced from white supremacy, a culture, and a system of white supremacy. So yeah, black people are angry. Some of them, not all of them, some of them. The point is, face your fear, face your greed, so that we can fucking have a more peaceful country, a more peaceful world. Until white people face that greed that they have. Oh, I gotta be on top. I gotta keep my white privilege. Oh God, I'm scared that the black people gonna kill me. They gonna come get me. They gonna snatch me up the way we did them. They gonna do all that dirty shit to me that white people have done to them. Stop being so fucking scared, man. Man up, woman up. Let's face reality. White supremacy is real. Our country is a country of white fucking supremacy. Yes, sir, it is. It always has been. Let's face it. Let's do something about it. Let's take some fucking responsibility. Act up, speak up, vote. Do what you gotta do. Be active. Protest. Get in the fucking streets. White people have to change their fucking culture of white supremacy. If we don't, it will destroy us all, and it already is. All of us. Has to do with morality. This thing about getting out of denial. One, you got to acknowledge the truth. We are a white supremacist nation, and we always have been. We have white supremacist institutions, culture, structures, power, psychology, everything, politics. Whitewashing is in everything. The media, education, history is whitewashed and biased. Education is whitewashed and biased. Entertainment is whitewashed and biased. I ain't saying black people are bad. We're all equal. We know this. Stop being defensive. Stop being judgmental. Stop being defensive. Stop being delusional. Get out of denial and face reality. Our culture's racist. Our white culture's racist. I ain't saying all white people are racist. I'm not saying that. But it's all that indifference. It's all that inaction. It's all that turning a blind fucking eye. That's the real fucking problem. Step up. Get out of indifference. Do something. Say something. Let's take our white America back. I love America and I love white America. Let's take it fucking back. Let's be proud of ourselves. I'm not proud of white America anymore. I used to be a fucking racist. Not proud of America anymore. Face your fear and face your greed. Once and for all. Take your fucking country back to what it should be, which means it's made for all people. Not just white people. Bye.
Now, this man here, he's telling you that he used to be a person that was a racist. He used to have hatred in his heart. Now he don't anymore. And he's seeing what's going on in this country and what's holding us back. He addressed the fear, the great fear of black people, especially the black man. You know, that fear is taught in the household. That fear is something that even as black people, we don't understand. We know about the fear. Trust me, we know it 100%. And when he talks about the police officers fearful and just shooting, it's just the same thing like a scared dog will bite you faster. That's usually what that is. Why is it that we're so feared? It don't matter if you are a criminal or you're not a criminal. You're still feared. Why? Because it's taught. And what are you afraid of? This man stating you're afraid of black people doing the exact same things that was done to us, which most black people don't even think like that. So I don't know where that come from, but this is the thing. I guess it would be like me doing something to somebody else and then they haven't done me nothing. I would kind of be concerned about that just a little bit. Like, dog, man, I know I've done these people wrong, or I know that karma gonna come back on me one day. Okay. And when the man said about the system that's set up, it is a system set up. And we talked about that last night on the radio show. That system isn't the same playing field for everybody. You know, like some people say, well, you know, like on the job market, for instance, you got to be more educated, more qualified, speak better English, all this stuff that you got to have be 10 times better than a person who is a white person who don't even have none of that. And we've seen this many times. I've seen it many times in jobs. It's just a different playing field, or you can't get away with the same thing or talking to the police a certain way versus maybe a white person. And I've seen some white people cuss cops out, but if you do it as a black person, you can get your head beat in or get yourself shot. I mean, it's just all kind of differences in society is what this man is talking about. And getting mad about it, what this man is saying, is not refuting a word to what he said, because we all know, black and white, what he said is true. Now, I had a young man write me an email, and maybe he watched this video. I got your email, and you were stating, what could you do to, you know, stop racism? Just be fair. That's all. And if someone is being racist, call them out on it. Say, hey, man, that's not cool. I don't agree with that sort of thing. You can keep that old ignorance somewhere else. That's the best way to do it. And if everybody do that just within their own community and their own way, then you can put a stop to a lot of this stuff. And don't teach your kids that crap, because people are people at the end of the day. But this man had just revealed what America is about and what it has always have been in the area of the system on how to control things. Now, you have these silly racists who will say, well, if you don't like the way America is, why don't y'all go back to Africa? You ain't going nowhere. My ancestors literally worked and built this country from blood, sweat, and tears. My ancestors have fought in every major war this country has ever had. Every last one of them. People in my family has fought in wars for this country. So why in the hell would black people just say, you know what, okay, we're going to get on a plane and go back to a country we didn't even build? We didn't build that one. We built this one. This is what our ancestors went through. So that option is out the way. See, the thing is, you get upset when we talk about these things because you want to keep this system that this man was talking about in place. Well, one benefit and the other doesn't benefit too much. Think about it. You had to put laws in place for black people to get a job. You had to put laws in place for black people to buy a certain property and go certain places. I mean, why laws had to be put in place when you should naturally just treat your fellow man or woman, no matter what race they are, the same? You know, until you get past the racism stuff, this country will never get to a certain point. And some people say, well, you always have racism. Yeah, you can always have it, but it don't mean it has to be the dominant thing in your society just because you will always have it. Yes, I know people will be evil until the end of time. I get that. But it doesn't mean that we have to partake in it and, you know, deal with the issue over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, personally, I'm tired of racism. I'm pretty sure you're tired of racism, but it keeps coming up. And we have to deal with it once and for all to bring a healing. And name calling doesn't bring healing. Talking crazy to people, trying to think people undermine their intelligence and all this other stuff doesn't bring healing. All you're doing is causing a problem. And, you know, I'm getting very low tolerance of people doing that. If you really have a positive discussion, even if you don't agree, just a civil discussion and not with all that, you know, slide talking and all this other stuff. I don't care if you're black or white. You know, I'm going to start blocking people for it because I'm sick of some of you comments in the comment section of these videos with stuff like this. You know, people can have a dialogue without name calling and saying all this stuff to each other. Act like adults. But, you know, this man, like I said, he let out a lot of, you know, gems. I'm pretty sure he's going to suffer a lot of persecution online because he gets sent up here exposing stuff that's been going on. Make sure you download the Advice Social Media app on iTunes and the Amazon Play Store for Android. Hit me up in the comments, use the commentaries, subscribe.